Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about Minoan fashion. I've also created this makeup look based on this piece of Minoan art of this woman or goddess. People aren't quite sure, but the look I've created today is inspired by this piece of very famous Minoan art. But first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Minoan Civilization. The Minoan Civilization is considered to be Europe's first great Bronze Age society. They lived on the Greek island of Crete from around 2000 to 14,000 BC. The Minoans were known for their architecture and art, and built an empire based on trade. The Minoans had several main cities built around large complex palaces, like Knossos. In Greek mythology, King Minos lived in a palace at Knossos and built a labyrinth, which is a large maze, and at its centre lived the Minotaur. Minoan settlements, tombs and cemeteries have all been discovered all over Crete. The Minoans were so advanced that they even had toilets with pipes leading to outside drains. Minoan art was very advanced for its time. Pottery, sculptures and bronze figurines have all been found. Bull leaping is thought to have been a key ritual in the religion of the Minoan civilization. The bull was seen as a sacred symbol and was an important presence in Minoan art. The Minoans worshipped mostly female deities, and Minoan women seem to have had more power and freedom than other women of the time. In Minoan art, women can be seen participating in many activities with men. The Minoans were a peaceful civilization, and it is generally assumed that they were involved in very little internal armed conflict. After one of the largest Plinian eruptions from the island now called Santorini, the Minoans were weakened. The volcano caused tidal waves which killed many of the Minoan civilization, and the volcanic ash destroyed crops. After this, the Minoans were taken over by the Mycenaeans. Now I'm going to be talking about Minoan fashion. Minoan fashion was very colourful, decorative and vibrant, and the ideal figure of the time seemed to be very similar to that of the late 1800s, 1910s, the hourglass, large breasts, wide hips and a tiny waist. And their clothing was worn to try and get to this shape. Women wore tightly fitted sleeved bodices that were open to the navel, exposing the breasts. The bodice was tightly cinched in at the waist, and a belt was worn to help achieve this hourglass figure. Minoan women also wore colourful bell-shaped skirts layered with different fabric designs and sewn together in ruffled tiers. The skirt was very long, touching the ground, completely covering their ankles. A padded decorative apron was also worn over the skirt. Minoan women wore their hair long, with elaborately fashioned locks, accessorized with bronze bands and beads. Men's clothing was also very decorative and colourful. They wore loincloths made from different colourful fabrics and a protective codpiece. Men also wore tight belts for that tiny waist and lots of jewellery, usually more than women. They also went bare feet. Minoan men also had long curly hair and wore decorative feathered headdresses. Now I'm going to show you this Minoan look I put together today. I'm just wearing this pink vest, unfortunately I can't remember where I got this from, and this opened cropped top which I got from Amazon. And this beautiful skirt I got from Amazon. I'm just in love with this. I didn't think it would be something I would be able to wear out when I saw pictures of it. I thought it was more of a dress-up skirt, but I'm definitely going to wear this out. I love it. It just got this bohemian feel to it. And the ruffled tiers this skirt has just reminds me of something they would wear in the Minoan era. Now I'm going to show you how I got this makeup look inspired by the Minoans. I'm first taking my Cat Eyes palette from Too Faced, and I'm using the black shade to fill in my eyebrows. Just a little on Minoan makeup. Residues have been found in containers from a number of ancient sites in Crete. Lotions, oils and creams were used to moisturise the skin. Also with the black shadow, I'm applying this very heavily along my upper lash line, really not worrying too much about being neat with this. Minoans darkened their eyes and eyebrows with black coal. And copying this eye shape, I'm bringing it out at the ends, and then I'm going to connect it to my lower lash line, bringing it along the lower lash line applying it very heavily again. Bringing the shadow out in the inner corners, I'm going to connect the two layers together. It isn't clear from their art if Minoans used coloured eyeshadows, but the ancient Egyptians of the same era did, so it is quite possible. I'm now going to apply this cream blush from Max Factor to my cheeks. Substances were also used to stain the cheeks and lips red, and looking at a lot of Minoan art, the women had very bright lips. I'm using this lip paint from Maybelline in Ready or Not, and I'm applying this quite heavily to my lips. And that completes this look inspired by the Minoans. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!